It's that shitbox Dodge again. Bastards are ours now.
Welcome folks to the channel, Clunkers and Classics. This will be part 5 out of probably 500. But anyway, it's been kind of overcast and rainy and crap the last few days. I haven't got much done other than ordering some parts and stuff. Let's see what we'll be going over the next 3 days are going to be in the 70s and sunny and everything else. I think even in the 80s. So I'm going to try to get a lot done in the next 3 days. That's basically what this video will be about. In the last video, I pretty much got all the brakes done, but I bled the front, which bled fine, but the rear, nothing, no fluids coming out. And the brake pedal's acting kind of weird. When it's running, the pedal goes to the floor, and then when you shut it off, it comes back up. So I think the brake booster's screwed. So I ordered a brake booster and a master cylinder. They're both supposed to be in today. Master cylinder was, but the brake booster stuck in Memphis through FedEx or something. So I don't have them two parts on hand to do that right now. That's going to be the first priority, is get the brakes going. We're going to try to get some body work done, probably put on that door and the fender, and I think I may have to change this hood. I changed that hood already, but it's so dented up with hail. Then I may take that one off the green 76 parts car and get this hood thrown in the trash pile. I wanted to, the problem is I wanted to leave this all original so I could keep the stickers on there, especially the ones on the hood, and get a record of this sticker on the door, because I don't think I'm going to be able to peel that off. I'm not sure what they did here, whether this was just a clear cover over that was someone peeled off or what. And I'm going to try to save that just for, you know, keep it in a glove box or whatever, because that has the original VIN on it. But I can't, this door was already creased, and then I creased it even more. I think it had this dent on it and this dent on it. And then when I pulled it out of its grave, I made that one. This quarter panel here, initially I thought it was all rusted out, but that's just all surface rust. I think we're just going to DA that down with 80 grit and spray some rust coating on it and prime it. This quarter panel over here, we're probably not going to get that done in this episode. But I'm going to have to cut some patch panels out of the parts car. See how they fit from a 4-door to a 2-door. It's pretty bad. Especially down in there. But we'll get to that probably in a future episode. So we'll get some body work done, get the brakes done. I still got that drive shaft to do, put in the U-joints. I need to measure the windshield. Eyeballing it looks like it's the same as a 5th Avenue, but I'm going to measure it. If that's the case, I'm going to take that windshield out of the 5th Avenue and put it in this one, and probably paint all this dash or clean it up and everything before I put a windshield in it. I'm not sure if I can get a new windshield for one of these or not. I haven't checked. Then this bumper here, we're going to take off the other RT parts car, because this one, I don't know what happened to it. It's all rusty. The other one's in mint shape, so I'll change over that bumper. Probably clean up the interior a little bit, but I don't know why, but the steering column and everything's all loose. I plugged in those gauges, but I didn't plug in the speedometer, so I'm going to take that apart again, make sure all that's plugged in, I gotta have all this loose, take the brake booster thing off anyway, I think. And get that fixed up, get the hood release working, get the, this is missing here for the emergency brake release. Probably get that buttoned up, put all this dash back together, and then take out all this carpet and inspect the floor even better from up top. I already looked at it underneath, but because we got this big hole right here, and I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with this. I got two red interiors, so I think it's probably going to go red, because that driver's, this white door panel here, I have it for the driver's side, but it's been weathered and stuff. I don't think it's going to look good. I got two very nice red door panels, and red, see this plastic piece here is busted up. I think all my red pieces are in good shape, and I got a red back seat, so I may start on that this episode. If not, that may be next episode. So that's the work on that so far that we're gonna do. The trunk, it's been raining the last few days. It doesn't leak. There's no water in the trunk. Also, I ordered a one-piece. They have a RTs and Roadrunners. They have a one-piece rear spoiler for 76, 77, and 78. They made a little thing here on each quarter, and it's a three-piece, and I don't like them. So I want to get a 76 or 77 rear spoiler. I put the word out. One guy wanted a little too much. The other guy never got back with me. Years ago, I ordered a universal one from J.C. Whitney, who I found out was bought out 10 years ago by carparts.com or something like that. And I put it on my 70 Nova, and it looked good. I molded it in there. So anyway, I found through Parts Geek rear spoiler from a 67, 68 Camaro Firebird, and then apparently 69's different. So I ordered one of them. It looked okay. I don't know if it's gonna fit, but if it doesn't, I have my, right in the corner there is a 72 Nova I bought a while back that I'm gonna restore. I'll use it for that if it doesn't fit on this. I have found a rear spoiler. It's that a company makes, but it's out of Canada for the 76, 77 one piece. But they want a little too much for mainly shipping. The price of it's not too bad. I think it was 100 and something, 159 something, but they want $69.95 to ship it, fucking Canada. So I'm holding off on that. So if any of you guys have a factory 76, 77 rear spoiler, let me know. I don't want to put on an aftermarket wing. I want the factory type spoiler. So that spoiler I ordered should be in any time. And hell, it may be at my gate right now, dropped off. I haven't checked here in the last few hours. So we're gonna get that, see how that looks. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to go over now. My compressor crapped out. I buy these cheap compressors here from Harbor Freight. They last about a year, then they crap out. That's the last one that crapped out. This one, it was running and running and running, and wasn't building up pressure. And it's this little valve here pops out, pressure release valve or something, after it runs, and it just builds up to about 30 pounds. And that's exactly what happened to this one after about a year. And I took all this apart. I even put a plug in there to stop it from coming out, and nothing worked. So same thing happened with this one. So screw it, and I went to Harbor Freight yesterday and picked up this one. It's a different brand. This one was Central Pneumatic, and then this one, new one, is McGraw. So I think it's about the same deal there, PSI and all that stuff, horsepower. Well, no, 1.6 running horsepower. That's 2.5. But anyway, these little cheap ones here were they're good for painting and everything. So that's all you need. I just don't want to buy a big giant 240 one. So anyway, I'm going to get rid of these two crappy ones, throw them out somewhere, and hook up the new one, and then clean up my garage a little bit before I get started. So anyway, I'm going to get started on it probably tomorrow, and I will see you back then and see what we can get done.
Meet one of the Dodge Aspen believers.
Believe it.
You have a Dodge Aspen like this one?
Sure do.
Why do you believe in it?
I like the ride.
How'd you come to pick your Aspen?
Well, my boyfriend was looking at Dodge trucks, and I looked at the Dodge cars.
And you became an Aspen believer.
After I drove it.
Did you get a good deal on it?
Yes, they're not giving them away, but I think a good deal.
The Dodge Aspen. See it, price it, drive it, and believe.
Okay guys, it's a couple days later. Haven't got a lot done because I sprained my back muscle there, so I couldn't get a whole lot done. I can't lift nothing or anything. After waiting for the brake booster, they brought the wrong one. It was a two-hole, two-stud deal instead of a four-stud. Then they said the four one is discontinued. So I took that one there out of the 76 green parts car, and mine was pretty screwed. Here's mine here, with just rusted through at the back. So I put the new master cylinder on, even though I think this one's good up to 76, but I just went ahead and put the new one on there, and put my double snorkeler on there with a different cap, smaller cap, and this deal, and then this goes into here and comes out there. I'm not exactly sure where this other one goes to, but probably just leave it like that. And of course got a new air filter. Took the fender off the parts car. There's the fender for it. I pour 15'd all the back. No rust holes or anything in it. I just pour 15'd all that. Getting that ready to go on. Still contemplating whether I'm going to put the hood on from the green one or not. The green one's got a few dents on it, but I haven't changed this door out because I can't lift it. My back's cleaned out the interior a little bit. A lot worse than I thought. It's a big old rust hole there. I don't think it's too bad above there. Okay, and there's the one that we knew about. So I took the seat out. Where underneath the seat there looks pretty solid. The frame and the braces look pretty solid. It's just the sheet metal. So I don't think I can get new ones, so I'm gonna cut them ones out of the green floors out of the green one. There's the seat. The back part here, I took the taillights out and I poured 15 all in behind it to stop the rust. So when I get at, I'm going to cut the quarter panel off that green one. Well, that green one, it's kind of strange. It's a 4-door. It's a 1/2 inch wider right here, right along this body line to the end, to here. It's a 1/2 inch wider. So I'm gonna just cut it out anyway, probably right above here. Cut this out and put it up there, and I'll probably just have to cut out a 1/2 inch strip out of the middle somewhere, shorten it up. I'll go show you, but I'll at least get that cut out, and the inner, probably do it in 2 sections, inner and the outer, this outer section here. So I'll get those 2. There's all the taillights and everything. Put the old carburetor in a box. That's actually a 800 CFM Carter. That one I put on there is a 600. So it's actually 200 CFM smaller, but I could always go bigger. Use that Holly on another car. So that's basically what I got done. So I got all the brake, master cylinder and booster on there, and I'll just bleed the brakes probably tomorrow. But we're supposed to be getting 4 days of rain. I guess I should have put that thing in the garage, but we don't usually get that much rain here. But just one of them odd years. So here's the parts car I've been robbing parts from. There's the quarter panel here I'm going to cut out. I can reach an extension cord over here and cut it out. Like I was saying, from here over to here is a 1/2 inch longer. But I'll get it all cut out. That, and then I'll cut the floors out. There was just a little bit of surface rust on these floors. Somebody took the drain plugs out. So it's actually pretty solid, just other than a little bit of surface rust. So I'm gonna cut sections out, front and the back, and we'll get them welded in there. That's where the fender come off. And the next thing is the bumper. I can't use this bumper because it's got the signal lenses in it, but I want to use these bumper guards. So I'll probably take them bumper guards and the bumper off of this one. Take this bumper off, put the bumper guards on this one, and then put it on the one I'm fixing up. So I think that's about it for this segment. I don't know how much work I'll get done here in the next few days with all the rain in my back's getting better. It happened about 3 days ago. So anyway, I'll be back next segment with some more updates.
Careful.
Okay guys, starting to look like a car again. I got the fender and the door on there. There's the old door here that I scraped. This one does have a few dents on it, but it's a lot better than the other one. And I got that fender on there. I'll have to do the body work. These little studs. And this little hole for the signal, fill that in. Other than that, it lined up real good. I did the 415, the battery tray and the bracket and everything under there. Put the battery back in. So I got that done. I don't know what I'm going to do about the grill situation, since that other one's broke. Figure that out later. I did another oil change on it because I did that one initial oil change and it had all sludge in it. So there's the old oil the second oil change now. It's just black. But it came out. It wasn't all sludged up in the bottom like last time. So hopefully got rid of all that. It cleaned it all out real good. And I put the wheels and tires on there. I'm not sure. I think I may just buy new wheels and tires for it. These tires here on this are no good, but those original wheels, I don't know if I want to even mess with them. They're only 15 by 7s. I was hoping they were 15 by 8s. I got a set like that for my Chevelle, and I may get some 15 by 10s for the back and put some 50s on it. But anyway, those are just for roller purposes, just moving it around. I got that spoiler in. I'll show it to you. It was only like $90 shipped, and I was hoping I could make it work, but I don't think there's any way. It's for there's the box there, 67, 68 Camaro or Firebird. I'll put it up here, I'll show you. This trunk lid is just, I took all them studs out and it still won't lay flat. It's mainly because of this body line here, here, and here. It won't lay flat. But that's kind of the style I wanted. I took all the little studs out and laid it down, still nothing. So I want the one piece that come on the 76, 77s. And I went ahead and bit the bullet and ordered one off eBay. And it's this company in Canada that makes them from scratch, and 159 bucks. Ain't bad, because these idiots on eBay, they want, you know, 700 bucks for an original one. Screw them. But the Canadian one's 159, but it was like $69 to ship it. So it ended up being like $240. So anyway, I paid for that. Don't know when it'll get here. Canada's pretty slow on their postal things, but I'm in no rush. So I went ahead and bit the bullet on that one. She's all ready to go do some donuts in the front property, but I still haven't done those U-joints. So next segment, I'm going to have them U-joints put in, and then we'll go out in the front lot over here and do some donuts and test it out. So other than that, that's what I've been working on with my sore back. It still hasn't gotten any better. The next body work is going to be this quarter panel and the floor sections. So I'm going to be doing that. Got brakes. Brakes work good. Power vacuum holds up and everything on that used brake booster out the other car. So I think other than the U-joints, mechanically it's good. That still sits about normal. I really need it to sit up a little bit higher in the back. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get some shackles or put a couple extra springs on the back and do that. I'll have to clean off this dirt from this used door. But everything lined up good. I was looking at that other green hood where I got the green fender from, and it does have a bunch of dents too. This one here, you can't tell, but it's just hammered with hail. But then so is a roof. So I may just fix it all. Just keep this original hood on there. Just for the record purposes, the door opens and closes good. The gaps lined up pretty good. There and there. And I took my old sticker off. I left the original sticker here for the car that this door came off of. And then what was left of my other sticker, I stuck that on there. I just got that tape holding the contact cement on there, just in case. You know, I remember years ago in the 80s, a friend of mine had a 69 Camaro, and they started some new law that you had to have these deals on your car. And if you didn't, they could confiscate it. And he had a 69 Camaro, got stopped by the cops. He didn't have one of these. Cop took his door right there, told him to take his door off or he's going to jail. So the guy took his door off and gave it to the cops. Cop put it in his trunk of his cop car and took it in, confiscated it. Until they amended the law, that they figured out it was pretty stupid to be taking doors off cars. They stopped that. But anyway, that's one reason I stuck the original one on here and this one, and just in case they come up with some bullshit laws again. And I didn't want to tape that over top the other one just in case. That would look kind of fishy. So anyway, I got both of them on there. Screw it. I doubt that those type of laws will ever come into effect again, but lawmakers come up with some crazy shit, I'm telling you. So anyway, I had to take it off the jack stands because to line up that door. When it was up on jack stands, the doors, didn't open and close very good. So I had to take it off, put the tires on just to get the door on there lined up. So we got the door and a fender on there. And anyway, I'll be back next segment. We'll get the U-joints done and go do some donuts with it. And I'm going to start on that floor and the quarter panel. I'll have to cut the parts off that green one. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay guys, I just got finished doing the U-joints. Not too bad. This back one here had no bearings in it. But anyway, we're going for a little spin around the property. Do a few donuts. Got brakes this time. Brakes seem to work good. A lot smoother going into gear without that clump. Back up here. There's the parts car. Dump and shift. idling a little bit high, but anyway, that was a fun little trip. I'm gonna clean off this, see what's going on under here. I think that's probably just exhaust. Oh no, no, that's power steering fluid or tranny fluid. Oh well, I'll check that out. Plus I wanted to power wash this. Got the radio going. I gotta get away from the radio. Okay, well that's it. I had a little fun with it. I guess that's gonna be it for this episode. Got a lot done. Next episode we're gonna start on the body work. Get that quarter panel done and the floors patched and a bunch of miscellaneous stuff there, mechanical. So anyway, subscribe, comment, click like, all that stuff, and I will see you all next episode.